Oh, thank you. I was just about to go get this. Set this right here.
No, you didn't have to do it. Well, like, they definitely know. I don't know how to do it.
So the quiz is just over like the page 78, not number 78.
Just over second fundamental theorem of calculus.
Like,
That was handout
it's like
78.
the basic stuff, right?
Huh?
It's like the basic stuff.
It's stuff that you hopefully learned a couple weeks ago.
I think I'm ready for it.
Okay. Alright, if you guys did not turn in the 106 in the Google Classroom, this is your last chance for full points. If you need to check, then please do. I'd rather you check than to assume and be wrong. And we have our mini quiz this morning. It's going to be a 2-question quiz, so only 2 points. Jonathan's not here. So I need you to put your stuff under your desk, please. Again, this should be quick. Sorry, give me just a second here. My papers got scrambled together. If your desk is cleared out and you're ready, you can go ahead and flip it over. I'm laying it face down, but if you're ready, you can. Okay, so obviously this is a no phone, no note, no neighbor. Should be 2 easy points, especially if you spend a couple minutes reviewing. So this one is 2 questions. So each one will be right or wrong. Not meant to be tricky. If you didn't remember it, then it's one of those things you need to know. So I'm just trying to get you to be breaking this information off into small pieces in exchange for class points. So again, this one's 2 points. It will go in as 2 major points. So that counts a little bit more than the minor points. And again, even if you missed both of these, you forgot to study, you forgot how to do it, again, it's still not going to be that big of a deal because I'm going to try to give you one short quiz like this at the start of each of our classes that we have left from now to your AP exam. So. Eventually they'll add up to be a decent amount. But. I'll ask that you either circle your answer or at least put your final answer in the blank. You're welcome to use the rest of the page for scratch paper if you think you need it. And just so you don't have to get up again, if you want to turn it face down, I'll know that you're finished and I'll come back from you. Okay, while you guys wait for the last few people to finish, we are going to start class with that FRQ I wanted to do last time, but it was going to be a little bit rushed, so I pushed it off until today. So you'll need to find that 2022 FRQ packet where I printed all 6 of those out for you. If you have your binder numbered, it's number 95. Please don't start it yet because I will set a 15-minute timer. So, giving everybody a couple more minutes here. So we're going to do that, just one more FRQ from that, which is going to have us almost complete all 6 of those from 2022. There will be one of them we haven't done yet, but it still has one topic we haven't covered yet. And then the majority of class today will be an extension of what we did last class. So I'm going to remind you what the disc and washer methods were. Do a couple of examples as a quick reminder. Then I will show you how to do the exact same thing, rotating it around the line that's not the x-axis or not the y-axis. And again, it's about 95% the same thing we did last class. And then we'll finish up with practice this method, watch method, whether it's around the x-axis, y-axis, or other. Eventually, but part of that is one of the few things we haven't done yet, so it wouldn't make sense for us to practice that. Okay, does anybody need more time for this? Okay, so again, not meant to be tricky. Ideally, you remembered how to do this. Obviously, it helped if you spent a couple minutes studying. That's where, to me, is the trade-off. It's a lot of work for me to make these up, print them out, put them in gradebook, return them to you. But I think it's worth it if it means that you're studying some of this stuff in bits and pieces. So before I go any further, you need to see that for next class, which will be Friday for us because it's an 8A, I will give you the same type of thing, 1 to 5 questions, 1 to 5 points. Now, it could just be one question that's worth 2 points, or maybe one question that's worth 4 points if it has lots of parts or something. But next class will be on U substitution. So, again, something you're supposed to already know, but if you know that you struggle with that a bit, then you need to spend 5, 10, 20 minutes outside of class, because you need to know how to do it anyway, and hopefully in exchange you'll get a few easy major points for the grade book. But if you don't tend to check the agenda page outside of class, then you might want to jot that down, because that's not meant to be a gotcha, not trying to catch anyone off guard, anything like that. But if you don't document that, then I guess that could hold you back. Okay, so next up, again, number 95 in your binder has all 6 of the 2022 FRQs. We've done 4 of them so far. I'd like us to do 1 more today, which gets us to 5 out of the 6. And the last one you can actually do parts of now, but there's also one part on there that we just haven't talked about yet. So that'll be something we start looking at on Friday. So it doesn't make sense to do that one yet. So the one I'd like you to do is FRQ 4 from that. And again, this one does not pertain to what we've currently been talking about. It's not necessarily about volumes of revolutions or L'Hopital's rule or area between two curve. And just a little bit of FRQ practice to help you for the AP exam. It's better if we do a little bit constantly than a whole bunch a few classes before. So, does anybody need a minute to find that or clarify which FRQ we're looking at before I start the timer? Okay, so as usual, we're going to do 15 minutes because that's what you should do on average. I know some are shorter, some are longer, but 15 minutes is what I'm going to give you. So, this is no calculator. Go ahead and see how you do. And you don't have to pull up the scoring. I'll put the scoring up on the board when the timer's up.